Hey guys, Wallen Customs here, and today we are going to take a look at the SJCAM SJ4000 right here, and this is the Wi-Fi edition. This is a nice alternative if you don't want to get a GoPro or one of the Heroes, which could easily, it could easily run you around $200, $300, even to $500. Very good cameras, of course, but if you're someone like me who is not a crazy, adventure person or does crazy sports, like motorcycle riding or snowboarding a lot, or you just jumping out of airplanes every day, you don't need something so crazy sometimes. But I believe this is a pretty good alternative overall, which would run you only like $60 to $70. So we're going to take a look at this right now. I will show you examples of some videos I took with it after this part of the video, but first off, let's take a look at what this comes with, and I'm going to show you what actual accessories I use. So this camera, I got the white one right here, actually does come with the waterproof housing like this. It's pretty nice. You could take it off. This SJ4000 actually does take GoPro accessories, so that's pretty good if you actually buy them, or after party ones. So here's the camera right here. It's pretty nice, small little, kind of reminds you of a GoPro either way, right? Nice material, kind of like a soft material on top. On the back right here you have some buttons, a Wi-Fi button up and down. Here's a screen on the back right there. On top, OK. And in the front is the mode button and the power button. So we'll turn it on right now and take a look at it. This camera shoots at 1080p, I believe. You could use it for a lot of different reasons. If you want to use it for a dash camera for your car, maybe you might go some sightseeing, you have nice fisheye wide view of things, so it's pretty nice and handy to have. Like I said, it's only like 60 to 70 bucks depending if you get the Wi-Fi edition or not. So it's a very good alternative for a lot of people who are not going to be using it a lot, and just want something just in case. Because we all want GoPros, it's true, but in reality you might not use it every day. You might use it once a month, or you might use it a lot for one trip and never use it again. So this might be a better choice for you. On the side right here you do have HD port, USB port, and the micro memory card right there. So here is the camera right here. You could switch the modes from the front. So right now you're in the standard mode for 1080 right there. Press that once. Now you're in the picture mode at 3 megabytes. You can actually change it to like 10, 12 or something like that, but I think 3 is good enough. You go over here, this is different playback right here, and these are your options right there. So in the options you could do a lot of stuff. You could fix the timestamp on the bottom. You could switch it to car mode or dash mode. What's it called? Let me see. Let's go back. I think it's around here. Yeah, dash cam mode. Well, and when you go into that, it'll record for either 3 minutes, 5 minutes, whatever you want to do, and after that time, it'll just erase everything and restart the recording. So unless something actually happens, then you can save it. But that is how you save your memory, which is pretty cool. And you have a bunch of different options right here, which you can go through: quality, sharpness, white balance, and stuff like that. Size, image. Yeah, so it's a lot of different options on it. It's not touchscreen or anything, so use the two buttons over here and use the button on top to do everything. Now quickly taking a look at the accessories, because this actually comes with a lot of accessories. For one thing, if you take a look at the side of the box, this is the actual box, the cover part. You can see on the side right here, it does come with a lot of stuff. So you have the actual camera itself, the underwater housing, 2 plates over there, a couple extensions for the arms if you want to do that, a underwater kind of case, which looks actually a little bit different than that. I'll show you soon. You have that, which I'm not sure it is, and a couple more accessories and arms and mounts. So you do get a couple of things right here. As you can see, it does come in the box on the bottom right there, but I don't use all of them. The main ones I actually use a lot pretty much is this one, if I have to use it, of course, but not all the time really. I just use it just for protection. It's a great thing to have. Obviously, because it's underwater housing, it's shut tight. The sound from this, you don't get a lot of good sound, of course, which is understandable. But it definitely does protect your camera, so that's always a good thing. Over here, this is for my car. I mainly myself use this for blogging in my car or taking videos while in my car, so it's nice to have. So I use this, and then you have the built-in arm on it, and you could connect it that way if using one of these. But this is actually purposely for action cameras, and this is what I keep, where I keep all my accessories, in these bags. So this one right here is the non-underwater housing right here, which is pretty good, and I like how they actually constructed it. It's pretty nice. So on top over here you can see this is where the OK button would be, but you do have it in the bottom over there as well. So depending on how you're actually filming, you can position it either way you want, because sometimes I might have this propped up on top, so I had to kind of connect it like that upside down. So then you flip it upside down, and you have the OK button, and you're able to press it and stuff like that. So that's pretty cool and nifty. I use this a lot. When you have this on, obviously the speaker for the sound is a little bit better, so you might like that a little bit more. Going in, these are the screws. Now I have a couple extension arms that I like to use right here. This one specifically I use a lot because, if you take a look at it really closely, and screw this arm, and you put your camera on it. So this one actually screws in the bottom right here, you can see that, so you can put it on a tripod. I actually have another mount, like the car mount right here in my car, which has a screw on it, so I just put this on, I screw right in also. So it's really handy to have that. Or even if you have like a selfie stick, you just screw right in as well, so it's really useful, this one. This one right here is pretty good too, because it has the base clip right here, which you could clip into many different kinds of mounts right here. So I actually have a clip, like an actual clip that I actually put on my backpack strap, and I put it on top of me, like on my chest, so it basically records everything in front of me, which is pretty good too. So most of them are pretty handy, but you might actually find yourself only using a couple of them, which is fine as well. Alright, so right now I'm going to show you guys some video examples. Like I said before, I'm not the craziest person using this. You know, I don't go on any crazy adventures or any crazy stuff. You know, I'm just an average Joe using it for my car. Maybe I might walk around a little bit. So you will see the quality of it during the day, in a car, during snow, also at nighttime as well. So you can see how good it is. Quality wise, I'm pretty sure it's not as great as a GoPro. I'm just gonna say that off the bat, but it might be very acceptable for you for only 60 bucks instead of spending 500 or 300 or something like that. So definitely something you should look into if you really are interested in having a GoPro, but you don't want to spend the money. This could definitely be a nice alternative. Hey guys, so I'll be popping in once in a while throughout this video because sometimes I'm recording these footages and it's not meant for this video, it's meant for something else. But it should give you good examples of how this camera works. This is pretty much a cloudy day. It's almost like 5 o'clock, 4 o'clock right now. Lane correction as well, so it definitely has a lot of features in this car. So let's take a look inside. And my favorite part of the car is the sunroof up there. Really very nice. One of my favorite parts of the car right there. So that specific video right here, I'm actually doing a review for my car during Christmas, but I never finished it, nor did I ever post it. So but this is, I think, a good example because sometimes people want to use the camera inside their car filming themselves driving or something like that. So this might be a good example. Like I said before, of course, it's a cloudy day, it's late during the day as well. If you had more sun coming in, you know, during a sunny day, it might look a lot better. But as you can see here, it's not that horrible. You know, you have some shadowy areas in the corners, obviously if it's darker, but it's still pretty passable. And that's going to be the theme of this camera. You know, sometimes you know it's not the best, but it's decent enough, and for the price range you might not care. So this one right here is a little bit better. Better sunlight. And you can see my fiance, not the happiest camper. You know, sometimes you can't blame her. Not everyone wants to be in front of a camera. You have to be in the mood, of course. So now we have another angle right here, and this is just another actual mount that I bought just for action cameras and GoPros, so you can see how that looks like. This one actually was for a cell phone, but it used also the same screw in the bottom right here, so you could be really universal with these. You could really mix and match and have some fun with it. Alright, here we go. So right here we're actually inside of a garage at the mall, and you know, sometimes garages don't have the best lighting as well, whatever light's coming out from the top. And you know, it looks not bad. You know, I have, obviously there's some dark areas. It doesn't look that grainy. I thought it was grainier when I first saw it. It could be because the video screen is small right now. I'm pretty sure if you enlarge it, it might look a little bit worse. But, yeah, it could be passable for you. As you can see, we left the garage. A lot more sunlight coming in. It looks a lot better. And like I said, you know, this is a current theme. Is the camera great HD or is it okay HD? I think it's okay HD. Alright, so right now we have the camera on the side like I showed you before. And it should be, looks pretty cool. I mean, I have a good different angle to see how these different angles look like when I see the final product with the video. Also, I'm going to test out the audio. I'm a lot closer to the camera right now. It's right by me right now, so it might be a little bit better, hopefully. I'm also really close to it, I think, so I don't know how that looks like. I'm not even sure how it looks like right now. Like I said, with these kind of cameras, you don't even know what you're really recording. You're just hoping for the best. You know, that's why you got to do a lot of trial and error to see what is the best angle that you want to set up your equipment and also your cameras to see what you can record. So right now I'm going to let it run for a little bit and see how it goes. So going back to that, you know, what I was referring to is that sometimes you might prop up or mount the camera in certain angles, high up, low, but in a corner where you can't, you know, even though it has the LCD screen, you might not be able to see exactly what it is recording. That's why when I was looking for a camera, I do wish that it had one that had a flip out screen or the screen in front. So, you know, like an iPhone, you know, or like any kind of phone that you record selfie wise, you can see exactly what you're doing. But, you know, obviously you have a good wide range when you're recording, so you should be fine. But it's something that you have to try out, test out the angles, and see the best placement for your camera. So right now in the video, we are driving from the city to Long Island during the snow, and I think this is a good example of a dash cam right here. Definitely really good. You know, I recorded it for about 45 minutes, I think, almost an hour, close to an hour, and it lasted pretty well because I know that the battery life on this camera isn't the greatest, people have said, but you know, I got about an hour out of it and it was on 1 bar and it still was fine. But you should probably buy 2 batteries. And right here we are actually in Chinatown during the night, so this is a good example of using the camera during the nighttime. See how it is. You know, like I said, it's up to you on your opinion, how you think it is. Is it the best quality? Is it a little grainy? You know, it looks okay. It's not the greatest, but it looks okay. And like I said, that's the theme. Like I said, you know, are you going to use this every day? Once a month, twice a month? You want to spend the money? You know, it might not be that bad for its price tag. And I'll let this run a little bit. Confucius Church, the Chinese school here. Clearly didn't work. And it should be noted that this camera, I don't think it has image stabilization, so I have it mounted on my camera, my Olympus camera, you know. So it's not that bad though. A little walking, a little shakiness, but huh? So there's no homer now. There's no homer. Alright, so right here we are in a bubble tea place with music in the background, so I had to mute it. But like I said, the current theme is it's okay during... It's okay. Alright guys, so that's about it. Sorry I don't have any crazy examples to show you, like me being at a beach or on a mountain or something like that. I just got this camera during the holiday season, so you know it's snowing right now, it's cloudy days. It's not the best examples, but I did my best. And I think you can see from the video that if it's decent lighting, it's a sunny day, you should have no problems with this camera. Clearly in low light or nighttime there is some grain to it, so it's not the greatest quality, but it might be passable, to be honest. Like I said before, it comes down to price. Do you want to spend 60 to 70 bucks on a camera, or do you want to spend a couple hundred up to 500 bucks on a GoPro? It really comes down to you, and you have to be honest with yourself. How often are you going to use it? Why do you need it? Are you going to use it a lot? Like, I don't even use this that much, to be honest, but when I do have it, I'm like, oh yeah, I could use this. You know, it comes in handy. And I say 60 to 70 bucks because it depends on the Wi-Fi edition. If you get that, there's about 10 to 15 bucks difference in price. It's pretty good. You know, you download the software online, on your phone, and you can easily transfer files or use it to record, so it's not that bad. When it comes to audio, you know, the audio isn't the greatest on this, even without the housing. It's passable, but it's not the greatest, but it might not matter to you because sometimes people do voiceover, or, you know, they might just put music in the background, so it really it's really up to you how you want to use it. But I like it. You know, my opinion on it is it's not the worst, it's not the greatest, but it's passable and usable for my needs, because I just use it as a dash cam for my camera, do some vlogs, and it's fun. You know, it's a good introduction camera to get, if anything, if you're going to go into getting a GoPro eventually. And you might not feel bad about it if you drop it, if you break it, you know, because a lot of people might use one of these cameras for going off-road, using it on a dirt bike, going snowboarding, and you might drop it, you might lose it, and you only spend 60 bucks, you don't feel that bad. So, that's about it, guys. I hope this video was helpful. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below in the comment section. I'll be happy to answer them to the best of my abilities. But other than that, guys, that's about it. So thank you for watching. Like always, comment, criticize, subscribe. Do whatever you want to pay attention. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Go to wildlandcustoms.com. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. Peace!
That's crispy.